winner. This 10.5 furlong trip, though, is a new avenue for him, Alex.
Thanks, Fran. Heading down towards the start for the last. And now racing every Wednesday at Dundalk Handicap. And Porsche Lad is 85 to 40. Giselle's Defence, of course, was due to be a runner for Sean Davis, the trainer and jockey, but that was a non-runner, and Sean Davis is now on the favourite.
Yeah, it does ride.
Interestingly.
Yeah, rides plenty for Charles Burns. And the force's 4 runs here at Dundalk are all rock solid. Won a handicap and well backed early in the season. Hasn't won another one since then, but the 3 returns to Dundalk have all been good. A second a couple of weeks after that. Then back in August, a third, and just ran here. May just have needed that run a few weeks ago. Went off the 15 to 8 favourite. Ran creditably enough to finish 4th on that occasion. That was only a 0 to 60 contest, so we're up a couple of notches, up into 0 to 70 company here, but has been well backed. It's crept in as a reserve down there at the bottom and has no issues at all here at Dundalk. Of the dangers, candidly, second favourite. Donica O'Brien is in good nick at the moment. In the last fortnight, it's also been going well. As you'd imagine, these silks, beautifully bred, but not really showing a great deal so far. Ran okay, and probably wouldn't say any more than that on the all-weather debut here at Dundalk a few weeks ago, off a bit of a break. So there could be more to come. At least it's relatively early days for the horse. Moon Darrick is definitely the one for me of interest. The best runs have come at this trip. So it was encouraging that the horse was able to bounce back after a bit of a quiet spell when third here a few weeks ago over a mile. All the previous form for me has been over a mile and a quarter. The wins, the seconds have been at a mile and a quarter. So back at the optimum trip today. And yeah, that last run hinted that better should be around the corner. Weak in the market is Dromore Glory. Now, Dromore Glory had a cracking time here last winter, over a mile and a half. Has been off since the spring. Look at the last couple of years. The horse has got very good form off a break, but the market is a bigger concern. So whilst the form book are telling you one thing, the market is telling you that the run may well be needed today. Around 20 or so on Betfair, for one who, from a form point of view, would be a lot shorter than that. Metamorphic is also weak in the market. Beautifully bred, the Jesse Harrington filly. Ordinary form so far, but is bred to appreciate the switch to the all-weather. Both the dam and a relation or two have enjoyed artificial services, but no real support for Metamorphic. The market, Alex, is pretty quiet. Porsche Lad strong at the top. There's no real great support, nothing at double figures coming in. It's all in all, it's a little bit of a quiet market. Porsche Lad has got the obvious form and crept in here. Any one of those 4 runs at Dundalk would certainly put the horse in the mix, and he's been very well backed, and I speak around 15 to 8 on Betfair and seemingly only going one way. And
I wonder if they'll go forward, because the twice he's been held up either side of the Dundalk second to Church Mountain, he's been really badly drawn and held up, whereas that day he was drawn in 3 and they went forward. Well, today he's drawn in 2. I wouldn't be surprised if they go forward and again with him.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a huge amount of obvious pace in the race. Dromore Glory would be the one, not just the fact that he's got mile and a half form, but he has gone from the front before, so that's the obvious one. But yeah, Porsche Lad, you'd think it's going to get a prominent ride today, and tight now in at 7 to 4 on Betfair.
Yeah, I think Mundarrick can run on for a place, although might well be further back in the piece. Dromore Lad, one of the pace angles in here with Porsche Lad, perhaps likely to be handy from that low draw as we go back trackside and rejoin Fran.
Yeah, indeed, Alex, great to be down here to start, and just having a debate with a couple of people about Saturday, of course, in Navan, brighter days ahead, taking on potentially Kopek board, and what a cracking chase that'll be. Split opinions here trackside with that beginner's chase, but the market is definitely only favouring one horse here who we didn't get to see in the parade ring, but it's number 15, Porsche Lad, who's very popular in the betting on my screen at least, and he is ridden by Sean Davis, who trained this horse when he won, and won in a really good manner, beating Pillar Hope back here in March. He then went on to be second at this distance, and he was also a good third here in August. Given the market support and his quite unexposed nature, he has to be in this grade of a handicap very, very interesting. 5, Metamorphic there, we just get a look at as she goes forward. Francesco, interesting on handicap debut. And in theory, she should appreciate a step up and trip and the sound surface of the Polytrack after running at Gorham Park in quite testing conditions last time. Dromore Glory, Colin Keane rides in the white and blue sleeves there, number 7. Also of interest for all that we've not seen him in the track for 200 odd days. Really good win here, a dual winner last winter. He also ran very well in defeat on a number of occasions, and he too should have a good productive winter, one would think. Colin Keane did say after riding a second winner that Paul Flynn had booked him to ride this horse a couple of weeks ago, which is often a very, very good sign. So we learn more about his chances here today. He is taking a step up in grade somewhat, or into out of this 60 handicap into higher grade, but I do think there's scope for him to improve. As we just see one or two runners just get quite anxious in the gates. Stall 1 there is Burford Beauty, getting very much on her toes. Wouldn't be the ideal scenario for Porsche Lad, just having him inside of her at the start, and it can often be upsetting as much for the horse in the gates as the horse beside him. Church Mountain sitting very quiet there in the green and white colours, well capable in this grade also. And candidly, another well-bred 3-year-old there going into the gate in the orange and blue colour of the Tabor Silks, and she too on the back of a recent good run in handicap company at this track should have scope to win a maiden or win a handicap up here at some point over the winter months. And stall 17, not ideal today, but I could see her going forward and trying to make use of the pace that she showed here last time when she tracked the leaders. And finally, last one to go forward, very interesting also, number 12 in a wide open handicap. Jess Abbey has scope to improve, one would think.
Will be Jess Abbey and Chris Hayes. All in for the finale. They're off.
Planned to make the run, and I didn't see a lot of pace beforehand, but I didn't jump as well. A couple come around me. I was happy to let them have it, and we steadied it up. A little bit disappointed when we came back. My lad just grinds it out, but thankfully I got a split sort of turning in. I was able to make up a bit of ground and made all the difference.